What's going on, guys? It's Louis here and welcome back to the channel. So I don't know how many of you guys know, but back when I started the channel, I had this little mini series of what I would call verses. And so it would consist of me driving two similar vehicles that would have the same specs, almost the same specs, and just having them go head to head. And so basically that's what we're going to be doing today. So the way that this is going to work is that we're going to have one track to keep it consistent, and that track is this track right here that we're on. It's in Japan. I don't even know what the hell the name of it is, but it's the very last track in that track pack of Japan. If you guys have driven Driveclub before, you guys know that in the time trial it gets you going from the start, so you've already got speed going from the start. So the way that we're gonna sort of balance things out is we're gonna stop right at the finish line and sort of have the e-brake on, and then we're just gonna launch it from there. So yeah, I figured that would be the most practical thing to do, just to keep everything balanced. Also, we're only gonna have 3 tries at this, so if we end up messing up by crashing out, or we get a corner penalty or anything like that, we're gonna go ahead. We have 2 tries basically. The third one is our last one. And so if in the last one we end up messing up, we just gotta pull through. And so yeah, that's pretty much the rules of this series. And so yeah, without taking too much time, we're gonna get right into it. All right, man, so here we go. First things first, I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown of the stats of this Lotus. And so this Lotus is packing a 3.5 liter V6 supercharged engine, rear wheel drive, and it's also mid-engine, so you guys know I'm gonna have a hard ass time controlling this car. 345 brake horsepower, 295 foot-pounds of torque, weighing in at 2518 pounds. And so yeah, the car that we're going to be pitting it against is going to be the Mercedes SLS Black Series, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure that's going to end up having more horsepower and weighing a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two cars pan out. But without further ado, we're going to get right into it. Fingers crossed we can actually keep it very, very clean and actually get it this in time. So here we go, and we're off. All right, man, so it's got a little kick to it, man. It really does. So here we go. Oh my God, we gotta keep it as clean. We're not gonna drive too crazy, man. The point of this is just to have the best time possible with the cleanest laps. So fingers crossed we can actually do that. Here we go. Oh my God. So apologies as well if I end up being quiet. It's just I'm trying to get really focused into trying to get a really good time. So here we go. So far, so good. I don't even know why I did that. I don't know why I keep on looking back, to be honest, but here we go. We got to break it. You got to be careful, though. Since it's a mid-engine vehicle, at least from my experience, these things like to go very, not very tail-happy, but just kind of get out of control whenever we're coming into these corners. So we managed to keep it pretty clean right there. Here we go. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, slow down. Oh, okay, we didn't take that too nice. And also, we're not too focused on trying to drift it, man. We're just trying to keep the corners as clean as possible. That's what we're trying to do. Here we go, man. So far, so good. Oh, nice cornering right there. I don't know why I did that. Oh, my God. But here we go, man. I think I'm even doing better than my actual best time that I've done. So here we go, man. Slowing it down just a bit. Here we go, taking the inertia. And I think we don't even have to take another lap with this. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. We're going to see what we ended up getting. And we're gonna actually be fitting off 129, so not too bad. So this car handled pretty nicely. I mean, I know we didn't have too much time, to mess around with it, but from my experience, it drives fairly nice. Then again, we weren't driving too crazy, so that's a factor. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into the next car. All right, guys, so here we are with the Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Coupe Black Series. So this Mercedes right here is packing a 6.2 liter V8 front engine. And as you guys know, it's a rear wheel drive car as well. Also packing 509 brake horsepower, 456 foot-pounds of torque, and it's weighing at 3,770 pounds. So like I said, it's on the heavier side, and as I was driving it around the track to get it here to the finish line, that weight actually, it does feel noticeable. And so it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to pan out, the weight versus power, because this car I think has about, I cannot remember how much horsepower the Lotus had, but I think it's maybe about 150 plus or something like that, more than the Exige. So I'm not gonna take too much time. We're gonna get right into it. Fingers crossed. So here we go. I'm actually feeling like we're gonna do a little bit slower than the Exige, but who knows, man? Maybe this thing will pull a surprise out of its hat. So here we go, man. Here we go. All right, so it definitely feels a little slower than the Lotus, but then again, that could translate. They could translate into more power in whenever we do have a straightaway. So who knows, man? But so far so good. Like I said, that weight is noticeable. You can actually. Oh no, we're gonna get a corner. Oh no, we actually didn't get a corner penalty there, so not too bad. Like I said, the weight is actually pretty noticeable, and I love the sound of this engine though. It just sounds so throaty, man. Yeah, compared to the Exige, you can sort of hear like this high whistle coming from the engine. It sounds really nice too, but it's more subtle than this one. This one is like right in your face. Like, I would put it into cockpit view mode, but I don't want to mess this thing up. So, man, so far so good. Okay, man, we almost took that corner pretty bad, man. Managed to recover from it, but it's very, very drivable, man. You don't feel there's not that much understeer or oversteer with this vehicle. One thing is though that this car, whenever you're going into the corners, since the weight it's kind of heavy, it just wants to dive right into it. But here we go. Let's see if we actually manage to get a pretty good time. So here we go. Oh my god. Okay, we're keeping it pretty clean, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the time, and it looks like we might actually be able to pull it off here, just barely. Oh my god, we're gonna crash it out here. So this Mercedes came in at 1 minute 28 seconds, 0.756, and so the time to beat was 1 minute 29 seconds, 0.392. And so in this head-to-head, the winner of this head-to-head comes out to be the Mercedes by just a fraction of a second, so maybe like half a second. And so I think it comes down to the driving, at least there, because if you guys notice that whenever we were driving, when we were doing the lap with this Mercedes, we did a corner cut, but it didn't penalize us for it. And so I think that right there made the difference. And so although the winner is the Mercedes, I feel like it could go either way. If like we would have cut with that Exige, we would have probably got a better time. But at least for this head-to-head for today, the winner will be the Mercedes C63. And so yeah, as you guys can tell, man, I enjoyed just cruising with this car. Just the sound of it. Take a listen to this engine, man. It just freaking roars. Listen to it. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. Also, let me know down in the comments if you guys want to keep on seeing more of these videos. Also, let me know, give me some suggestions of what vehicles I should versus against. Also, dislike the video if you didn't enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel for more Driveclub videos. And so, as always, I will see you guys tomorrow. My name is Louis. Take it easy. Have a good one, and peace.